Did you know that Croatia holds 23 Guinness World Records? From the largest necktie to the longest strudel, this country's achievements are as diverse as its landscape. But here's the twist. Behind these quirky accolades lies a nation that's overcome centuries of conflict and change. In this video, we're diving deep into Croatia's paradoxical identity. We'll explore how a country known for its 1,000 islands and Game of Thrones locations is also home to Europe's most unique cultural practices and historical challenges. Curious about what makes Croatia a paradise for some and a complex reality for others? Stay tuned. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great, thank you so much. Now, back to the video. Picture yourself sailing along Croatia's stunning coastline, where over 1,000 islands dot the azure waters of the Adriatic Sea. It's a sight that draws millions of tourists each year, promising an idyllic escape to sun-soaked beaches and charming coastal towns. But here's a surprising fact. Only 48 of these islands are actually inhabited. Why? The answer lies in the complex relationship between Croatia's natural beauty and the challenges of island life. Croatia's islands are a tapestry of diverse landscapes, from the lush green forests of Mljet to the rugged cliffs of Vis. Each island tells a unique story, shaped by centuries of human habitation and the relentless forces of nature. But life on these islands isn't always as picture-perfect as the postcards suggest. Isolation, limited resources, and harsh weather conditions have made permanent settlement a daunting prospect for many. The islands that are inhabited face their own set of challenges. As younger generations migrate to urban areas in search of better opportunities, many island communities are aging rapidly. This demographic shift threatens the preservation of unique cultural traditions and local knowledge that have been passed down through generations. But perhaps the most pressing issue facing Croatia's islands is the impact of tourism on their fragile ecosystems. The Kornati Archipelago, with its breathtaking natural beauty, is now a protected national park, a testament to the need for conservation in the face of increasing visitor numbers. The island's unique flora and fauna are under threat from human activities, with many species facing habitat loss due to tourism and urbanization. The ecological impact of tourism extends beyond just wildlife. Increased waste production and strain on local resources have led to pollution and habitat destruction in some areas. Many tourists, drawn by the allure of pristine beaches and crystal clear waters, are unaware of the delicate ecosystems they're interacting with. However, it's not all doom and gloom. Efforts are being made to strike a balance between tourism and conservation. On the island of Hvar, for example, local communities are implementing sustainable tourism initiatives. These projects aim to educate visitors about the island's unique environments while also providing economic opportunities for residents. The story of Croatia's islands is one of delicate balance between nature and human activity, between preservation and progress. As we marvel at the beauty of these island paradises, it's crucial to remember the hidden costs and challenges that lie beneath the surface. Croatia's coastline may be a paradise for tourists, but its recent history tells a very different tale. Imagine a place where the sound of gunfire has been replaced by the click of camera shutters, where war-torn streets now bustle with souvenir shops. What price did Croatia pay for this remarkable metamorphosis, and what scars still lie beneath its picturesque surface? To understand Croatia's transformation, we need to step back into the early 1990s. The country was embroiled in a bitter conflict following the breakup of Yugoslavia. Cities were bombed, families were torn apart, and the economy was in shambles. It was a time of darkness that seemed endless for many Croatians. Fast forward to today, and the contrast is stark. Croatia has become a tourism powerhouse, attracting nearly 20 million visitors annually, a staggering increase from just over 1 million in the early 1990s. This boom has breathed new life into the country's economy, with tourism now contributing a whopping 20% to Croatia's GDP. It's a testament to the nation's resilience and determination to rebuild. But this rapid transformation hasn't come without its challenges. While tourists flock to Croatia's pristine beaches and historic cities, many areas still bear the scars of war. Infrastructure damage lingers in some regions, and the social fabric of communities continues to heal from the trauma of conflict. It's a jarring juxtaposition, luxury hotels and trendy cafes existing alongside reminders of a turbulent past. For many Croatians, the tourism industry has become a lifeline, offering hope and stability in the aftermath of war. Personal stories abound of individuals who've transitioned from conflict-related hardships to successful careers in hospitality. These narratives of resilience are woven into the fabric of Croatia's tourism sector, adding depth to the country's appeal. Yet, as Croatia embraces its new identity as a tourist haven, it grapples with the challenge of reconciling its past with its present. How does a nation preserve the memory of its struggles while presenting an inviting face to the world? It's a delicate balance that Croatia continues to navigate. The story of Croatia's reinvention is one of remarkable resilience and adaptation. From the ashes of conflict, it has emerged as a beacon of beauty and hospitality. But as we marvel at this transformation, it's crucial to remember the complexities that lie beneath the surface. Croatia's journey from war-torn nation to tourist paradise is not just about economic recovery. It's a narrative of a people determined to shape a new future while honoring their past. As Croatia grapples with its past, it's also setting records for the future. Did you know this small Balkan nation holds an astonishing 23 Guinness World Records? From the world's largest painting to the longest strudel, these accolades hint at a culture that's both deeply rooted and wildly creative. But what do these seemingly quirky achievements reveal about Croatia's true identity? Croatia's cultural heritage is a tapestry woven from centuries of diverse influences. Ancient Roman ruins stand alongside medieval castles, while Venetian palaces line the coastal towns. This rich history has shaped a nation that values its traditions while embracing innovation. The world records ranging from an 88-meter-long tie to a painting spanning over 10,000 square meters showcase Croatia's ability to think big and push boundaries. Yet, as Croatia races towards modernity, it faces the challenge of preserving its unique cultural practices. Take fjaka, for instance, a concept that embodies the art of doing absolutely nothing. This state of blissful idleness, particularly cherished in the coastal region of Dalmatia, stands in stark contrast to the fast-paced, productivity-driven world we live in. It's similar to the Italian dolce far niente, but in Croatia, it's not just a luxury, it's a way of life. Another example of Croatia's cultural resilience is the ancient practice of dry stone walling. This technique, which involves building structures without mortar, has been recognized by UNESCO as an intangible cultural heritage. It's not just a relic of the past. Local communities are organizing workshops to pass down these skills to future generations, ensuring this craft continues to shape Croatia's landscape and ecology. But how does a nation balance these time-honored traditions with the demands of a globalized world? As Croatia integrates further into the European Union and welcomes millions of tourists each year, there's a growing tension between preserving authenticity and catering to international tastes. Traditional crafts like olive oil production and cheese making are being adapted to meet modern standards while still maintaining their cultural significance. The island of Pag offers a perfect example of this balancing act. Its unique cheese, paški sir, is made using methods that date back over 1,000 years, yet it's now gaining international recognition, showcasing how traditional practices can thrive in a modern context. Croatia's cultural paradox is a testament to its resilience and adaptability. By embracing its quirky world records alongside ancient traditions, Croatia is forging a unique identity that bridges the gap between past and present. It's a nation that can celebrate a 1,000-year-old cheese-making technique one day and attempt to break a world record the next. Croatia's stunning coastlines and ancient cities draw millions of visitors each year, but there's a hidden side to this tourist haven. Imagine working in one of the world's most beautiful countries, yet struggling to make ends meet. What's causing this economic paradox, and how does it shape the lives of everyday Croatians? Despite joining the European Union in 2013, Croatia's economic reality paints a complex picture. The average Croatian salary hovers around $1,000 per month, less than half the EU average of $2,000. This stark contrast highlights the economic challenges faced by many Croatians even as tourists flock to their sun-drenched shores. The disparity between Croatia's postcard-perfect image and its economic struggles is particularly evident in the tourism sector. While visitors enjoy affordable luxuries, with a cup of coffee costing less than $2 and restaurant meals typically ranging from $15 to $20, these prices reflect a deeper economic issue. The low cost of living, while attractive to tourists, translates to lower wages for locals working in the industry. Seasonality plays a significant role in Croatia's economic landscape. The tourism boom creates a surge of jobs during summer months, but many of these positions disappear come winter. This cyclical employment pattern leaves many Croatians grappling with income instability and underemployment for large portions of the year. Perhaps the most concerning trend is the ongoing brain drain affecting Croatia. Young, skilled professionals are leaving in droves, seeking better opportunities in Western Europe. This exodus has led to a demographic imbalance, with Croatia's population dipping below 4 million by 2021. The loss of talented youth not only impacts the country's workforce, but also puts additional strain on social services and pension systems. In response to these challenges, the Croatian government has launched initiatives aimed at diversifying the economy beyond tourism. Investments in technology and agriculture sectors are creating new job opportunities, particularly in rural areas. These efforts aim to provide year-round employment and stem the tide of emigration. Despite these struggles, Croatia's story is one of resilience and adaptation. The country is working to leverage its EU membership, attracting investment, and implementing reforms to boost competitiveness. While the road ahead may be challenging, Croatia's ongoing economic transformation shows promise. As we've seen, Croatia's reality is far more complex than its postcard image suggests. The nation walks a tightrope between its booming tourism industry and the economic needs of its citizens. Understanding this delicate balance is key to appreciating the true nature of life in this Mediterranean paradise.